Hello everybody, welcome back to Decaffeinated Photography. I'm Josh.
You know who I am.
Alex.
I'm Alex.
Yes, today we are doing something a little bit different. What are we doing?
We're doing a bit of a controversial topic today.
Yeah, we're going to answer, / look for the answer, / maybe question,
Slash argue.
/ discuss one of the most asked questions of all time in the world of photography. What is better, film or digital?
It's quite controversial.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I would say that,
Yeah,
yes.
Is there a right or wrong answer? I don't know, but I guess that's what we'll find out today.
So yeah, this has been a question that we've been asking ourselves because we do shoot digital a lot, and we also shoot film because our channel is film. So, what are we actually going to do?
We're going to look at some articles.
Some articles.
We're going to scour. We're going to search. FBI agent Papa is ready. I'm ready.
Papa FBI agent.
Yes. I'm ready. I'm going to search for the answer.
Let's have a start.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's have a start.
Do you like one of my starts? I can start.
What? What's the first thing that comes up when you type digital versus film? The first one is film versus digital. Can you tell the difference? It's from Petapixel. Should we have a look at that?
Yeah.
And they've been using the VSCO Film 1 presets. That's an app, I believe.
The Visco.
Yeah. Are you a fan?
Never really looked into it.
I've tried it. It's okay.
Yeah, it's just okay.
All right, look at the first one.
I would say the left one.
You think the left one's film?
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. I can't tell, man.
I also think the left one is film. Oh, do I? Yeah, see, to the trained eye, I think we're both quite trained. I can't tell.
Yeah, they've done it really well.
Welcome, can you tell?
Here we go, boys. Getting the big guns here. So like one is one and one's the other.
One is one, yes.
That tends to be how
One is
it
the other.
works.
The left one is film and the right one is digital. Guaranteed.
This is kind of off topic, I reckon.
Okay, well,
From first glance, if you really want to make it so you can't tell the difference, I guess
doesn't matter.
that's
That's a topic for another day. But
I think that's the overall vibe that we're getting. But like, it's the process of shooting it, not the actual results that we're trying to look at.
I think it's both, though.
I think it's both. Yeah, whatever. Okay, all right. I'm on Petapixel again. This is 12 reasons photographers still choose to shoot film over digital. Number 1, film photography was already perfect. That's what it says. Those was lucky to have photo albums from the 90s being tucked away in the parent's home to undoubtedly take great joy in flicking through tattered card pages. What does it say you can't do that now?
The main thing we're getting from this is that Petapixel is putting out some very middle of the road. They're not saying one is better than the other. They're just saying...
They're saying that it has a higher dynamic range, which I actually agree with.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of play. If you're fixing something in a dark room, there's a lot of play there. It's just you have to know about the way to do it.
Yeah, but you can actually, with digital processes, if you get a high-res image, you can just do it in post.
That is true. Based on the examples that we've seen, at least the stuff that we've shot, I will agree with you, but I don't think it's always the case.
No, it's not. And you don't want to be retouching it that much if you're shooting film as well.
Because then what's the point?
No, it's also like the highlights don't clip like digital. So
True.
when the highlights don't clip, there's information is still there. Because when you shoot film, it doesn't go past the line, which is clipping.
Yeah.
It just like sort
Because
of...
he's clipping a thing?
Yeah, it just sort of slowly stops. Like it doesn't clip at all. Clipping's a digital thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I think they probably say it's high dynamic range, because you can go lower.
I definitely agree. I think that clipping on digital looks awful.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why they say for film, they tell you to shoot, exposed for the shadows.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't clip. It treats those highlights really nicely.
It does. Yeah.
So
Highlights on film are just so much nicer, and I agree with the high dynamic range. The saying goes, film is more forgiving, and this generally applies to black and white. It can be rescued up to 6 stops in either direction, under or overexposed. Hey,
all right.
6 stops, look at that. How many stops can you save in digital? Probably a lot if you're shooting raw.
yeah.
And why do they... Yeah, probably more than that, right?
You know how much play there is, and there's a lot of play.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's a valid argument, but
Yeah, I don't think so either. Petapixel, what are you doing?
Number 5 of their... Oh, good. All right, number 5. Number 5 is
What is that?
the chemicals smell so good.
Chemical smell.
All right.
I definitely haven't heard... Yeah, Jogger. Sniffing, not sniffing petrol anymore. They're sniffing photo developer.
Spending my uni years in the uni darkroom, you really became accustomed to the smell.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I'm not going to say I didn't like it, but it's not good for you. It's bad.
Yeah, it's toxins.
So,
It's fumes.
well, I don't think they're saying it's good here.
It just smells good.
They're saying it smells good, but I don't think you'd go out of your way just to smell that smell.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, here, shoot film so you can smell this smell.
And then there's another one that says it just looks better.
You don't need electricity. Yeah, sure. Just looks better. Digital photograph is just a pixel mosaic.
Who's this written by?
Film cameras are inexpensive. There's a listing of the MJU2 on, is it Film Never Die? For $600 this week. The value of film cameras overall would have increased.
Yeah.
There's a lower supply now. Do we know if there's any, just a quick side note, do we know if there's any camera manufacturers that still manufacture film cameras that aren't disposables and that isn't Yashica?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know.
Fuji Class A would have been like 2012 or 2012. I think they stopped making that.
I guess you have to find a film camera that is. I'm trying to say, I guess you have to find a film camera that is still in relatively good new shape. I also think that people who shot film back in the day would have taken care of the stuff a lot better, especially professionals. I don't know, because I think it's just the process of doing film makes it a lot more meticulous and a lot more attention to detail when you're doing film stuff, especially large format or medium format.
Yeah.
So I guess that sort of discipline would translate into the physical element of the film.
That is a very good argument.
Photos, photography, cameras.
That's not to say that people with digital wouldn't. Yeah,
exactly.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Photo Dude NZ.
Yeah.
He was telling me about how many brand new digital cameras that he owned. That was his niche. Digital was his niche. Back when MySpace was a thing. Now it's flipped. Everyone has a digital. Not many have film. All his digital cameras are now worthless. He's bought all these brand new ones, and as soon as the next year comes out, they're worthless.
Yeah, I guess that comes inherently from
technology.
Just technology. Because like in a digital camera, you can't change the sensor, which is where the image comes from.
Yeah, it's capped.
Digital
cameras are capped at a certain output, and that therefore they can only go so far.
Well, it's just how it's made. Yeah, because in film photography, the main thing is film. That's the film in it.
This is true.
Yeah, this is all stuff that is mechanical. When you change the digital stuff, it has to be in the software, which people can't do, or the sensor, which is also something people can't do.
All right, I'm gonna find a different article because let's find something not petapixel related.
I'm literally just about to click on the petapixel one.
All right, can I ask you a question then?
Yeah.
We've looked at some of these, and they're kind of romanticizing film a little bit.
They are. Isn't that what we have done in the past though?
Yeah.
Why I shoot film?
Yes. We romanticize film.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm not saying we don't. Which one technically is better? Is the better form?
Which one technically?
Technically.
What do you mean, like the process of shooting or like the actual photography? Or the photos, sorry.
Logically, if you are on a shoot, what would you go and grab?
If it's a photo shoot, film. If it was something like an event or even, I don't know, maybe like low light stuff.
Yeah.
Totally do digital.
Why?
Digital is just better in low light. That's just given. Look at the A7R.
True.
You can turn the ISO past 800. You know, you don't have to do black and white if you want to go past 1200.
Okay, is that the only argument why you'd pick that?
Events in low light, yeah, pretty much.
Right. But why events?
Events because then you don't want to miss a moment.
So you can get more photos.
Yeah, you can get more photos, yeah.
And it probably
a
bit more cost efficient.
And if you do miss a photo, then you can always go back and get it, and you know if you miss it.
True. All right, well that's some pretty good points.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, this one is an actual good article. It's called The Spruce Crafts by Liz Masoner. All right, so it's got film advantages, film disadvantages, and digital advantages and digital disadvantages. Some pretty interesting ones. We've talked about the cost of film cameras. Apparently here it says is an advantage, saying it's cheaper. Which I would imagine it is.
In general they are.
Yeah.
In general they are. Apart from the real...
If they're not overrated.
The real hyped up one. Like
the MJU2. High dynamic range, that's another thing we talked about.
All right.
More forgiving minor focusing issues and exposure problems, apparently. Yeah, I guess I see the exposure problems. I don't know about I think if you miss the focus, it's still pretty out. Film camera often has a higher resolution. That's true.
True.
I know this because when I study film, they use 35mm and they're 16mm. 16mm is pretty much equivalent to 2K, which is about 1080p, a little bit higher than 280p. And then 35mm, which is the same size as regular 35mm on cameras because it's the same millimeter.
Yep.
That can get up to about 5K at the very most.
Does that still carry over to stills?
It should.
I swear, I just read an article that told me that.
That's the opposite.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I would imagine it's the same.
Resolution. All right. I'm just going to read this part from Expert Photography. I'll give you the link.
You can find analog film ranging between 4 and 16 million pixels. But Kodachrome 64 film, effective comparison of 10 megapixels. I don't believe that's... Oh, it could be true.
We're not experts enough to the point where we can definitively say...
Obviously, expert photography is.
Well, yeah,
Well, that's just what people can get away with 35mm. That's why when you watch like Seinfeld or something, that's why they shot in 35mm. That's why they have higher resolution as the years goes on.
Because they can access it and then rescan it.
If they just rescan on better scanners, they can get up to 4K.
I guess it's a bit of an interesting one though. Like,
Yeah,
what does it max out at? Does it depend? Like, where's the comparison?
I reckon it depends on the scanner. I mean, it does max out at some point, but the better the scanner, the better the megapixels. Anyway, if we can't figure it out now, yeah. So if you guys know, let us know in the comments. I think we're just going to move on from that one.
We're going to move on because there's no way we can,
definitively know.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's an age-old question. Just before we share our, I guess, closing statements or focus on one more article, this is something that you can search the internet for, and you could be kept occupied for hours upon hours reading different opinions.
Yeah.
That's all this is, though. It's opinions.
There are some interesting ones that we just found. And
yeah.
It prompts discussion, which is nice.
I'll tell you what I think the pros, my personal pros of digital.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's faster.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the storage is existentially better.
Yeah.
You can't even compare. And it's better at events if you want to quantity over quality, I guess.
Yeah, an event.
It kind of tends to be what it turns into. And there's a lot of play with raw photos, place to move. If you get if you misjudge something, or if you shoot too far under is retrievable. Too far over, when it peaks, is a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
But
well, is that your conclusion? Is that what you've got from these articles?
In this, we've seen a few that people are...
Yeah. There's not many people barracking for digital, I must say.
No, there's not.
They say film is better, or film provides a completely different experience, which is true.
It is true. There are a lot of people who obviously find the romanticism and they find it quite nostalgic.
Like us.
I'm not sure that's my conclusion. I think going into this, we had a discussion before we started filming this one. I couldn't agree with saying that film is the superior medium. I can't agree with saying that. I guess in looking at the articles today, it's kind of made me appreciate that digital isn't too far superior. I still think it is the logical choice if certain things are considered.
Yeah, I definitely see your points on how if you want to go for the film look, it's just you can do that on digital at the same time.
Yeah.
From the first article we saw. But if we look at as the entirety of film, when you're shooting film, when you're getting the camera, when you're looking at the photos, there's an entire different process that you don't get when you just pick up a digital camera.
No, you're missing out.
It's timeless. That's why film is coming back, because you can use these old cameras and you don't have to worry about it going obsolete in 5 years, even less than that. I think the next norm might be 50 megapixels coming out because of the new Fuji camera, I think.
Yeah.
If that blows up, then all the cameras that we have that are 12 megapixels or 16 megapixels are just going to be thrown out the window. It's like what you were saying earlier. It teaches you the right disciplines for photography. I
don't really feel like going out and shooting with my digital. I don't get the feeling. I don't get the drive to do that.
Yeah, because I don't know, with film there's a lot more stuff you can do and experiment with. I think that's why people like it. You can experiment with different filters and different films, different times of day.
You can do that with digital too.
No, but different times of day with different films. Like when you see a sunset and say you shoot it on Portra, is it going to look as good as if you shoot it on Cine Still or if you shoot it on Ektachrome?
True, I understand that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things to try.
Exactly.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to throw it to you guys. What are your thoughts?
we've had a good time discussing things. I hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you've enjoyed it. But let us know what you think. Do you think that this has been done too much? Do you think people talk about it too much? Maybe it's not relevant anymore. Do you like film or digital? Or
yeah,
which one's better?
Guys, discuss down below. We'll be in the comments as well. Yeah, just let us know your thoughts.
We want to know thoughts.
Yeah, and get into some debates and,
Yeah.
and down below if you want. Yeah, and so we spent 52 minutes just debating. The time flew.
The time did fly.
Maybe we'll do another one of these sometime later. Alright, so comment down below, give us a like, and here are our featured photos of the video. If you guys want to be part of the featured photos from now on,
Hashtag Decaf Photog.
or just tag us in the video photo. Yeah, just tag us and we'll take a look at it, and maybe get featured in the next video.
All right. So, thanks for arguing.
And
See you next time.
bye bye.